Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
When you're abroad, you must have some sketchy stories.
Thank you.
Like, have you ever been in a position where you're there like,
Gonna get robbed or something?
yeah, like,
You know,
this is
Touchwood-
sus.
Touchwood, I have never been
Really?
got close to getting robbed. Never been in like a public fight, anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Are you quite a calm guy when you're out and about?
I like to think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably do get a bit like, I think people have tried to punch me before, but I've kind of just, I get away from
You
got away
diffuse the
from it
situation
somehow,
pretty
Yeah, a little slip.
Maybe not diffuse, maybe just like,
Escape.
the thing is, I'm usually with girls,
Uh-huh.
and guys, whenever I'm with girls, guys just hate me for no reason.
Uh-huh.
I don't even need to open my mouth, and they automatically hate the guy that is friends with these girls.
Yeah, because you're considered the cock block, right?
I am the cock block.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
the cock block. I'm just trying to chill with my friends. They want me there, and these guys are just like,
Hounding them.
yes, absolutely
Yeah.
trying to shark these girls, and they just hate me. There was one time in Budapest, and this guy, like Irish guy. Irish people are scary when they get drunk and angry as well.
Right, right.
You know, and they get like the proper Irish accent out.
Uh-huh.
And he was just like screaming at me, like threatening me, and just nothing happened. So
Yeah.
but no, honestly, not many crazy like scary stories. It sounds fucking boring, but maybe I just am.
I watched a video of you in...
Oh, the one in Budapest. Is that
Oh,
the one you're on about?
I was going to bring up a different one, but go ahead with the Budapest one.
That was when I lost my camera and my phone at like a thermal bath party when I was
A
party.
thermal bath party,
Yeah,
right?
when I was by myself. So I went on like this 4-day trip by myself. I was in like a pretty like, I just felt like I was in a shit place. I was like, I'm gonna go on holiday by myself, film a video, and just enjoy the place. And I got there on like the Friday, and my manager said you have to go to this thermal bath party. It only happens like every couple of weeks. So I was like, fine, I'm gonna go by myself. It's gonna be the worst thing ever. Like turning up to a party by yourself. So I went to
Bro,
shop.
in a country where you have like...
Oh my god, awful.
That takes a big set of balls, you know?
Yeah, awful. But I went to the shop, bought a bottle of Smirnoff, and just was sat in my flat by myself, listening to tunes, drinking.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do this. The more drunk I get, the easier it be. So I go to this thermal bath party. I can't remember how I got there. Must have got like the subway or the bus or something. And then I took my camera, my phone, my wallet, and everything with me. And I'd only been there for one night, so I didn't know where my Airbnb was. It was like some random, however they say their language, Hungarian.
Yeah.
Is it Hungarian?
I'm actually not too sure. But
Something
yeah.
like that.
No, I don't.
And I was just there chilling, met a group of people, like some American people. I must have had like one drink and don't remember anything past that point.
Oh, you reckon you were spiked?
Complete blackout. I don't know why I would get spiked. I think it
They
was
do
'cause
it though. Guys get spiked all the time,
I
man.
think it's because I had Desperado tequila drink, and then I just had vodka beforehand. I don't know. I think it was just
Nah,
a bad
man,
mix.
I'm telling. I've
Maybe
met-
I got spiked.
Because
I
I'm
never
telling you that
remember
shit happens
being,
abroad all the
I
time.
never remember being drunk. So
Yeah.
that's the telltale sign to me. I never remember being drunk. It just went from being a bit, jolly
To blackout.
to just blackout. And then the next thing I know, I wake up in my Airbnb,
Yeah.
hanging out of my ass. Worst I ever felt in my life.
Your arse is feeling a bit tender because some fucking Donny has just
What?
run a train on you.
I don't know.
Did he actually?
it could've
I
done.
don't know. I did low key try to check if like, anything had
That's
happened.
mad,
Because
yeah.
I didn't
Wow.
know. I had no idea. And I went to I was like, oh, what's the time? Like, went to go look to my phone. Like, couldn't find my phone.
Oh my god, this gives me anxiety just hearing the story.
Yeah,
Couldn't
this
find
is
my
not-
wallet. Couldn't find my just brand new $2.5 camera, which I'd spent, which was pretty much my whole life savings back then.
Uh-huh.
Like, just invested in my whole channel, lost it. And I was like, oh, bollocks, fucked it. I was in bits. I was like,
Uh-huh.
no, I pretty much started crying. I think I did cry, to
Yeah.
be honest. I just start recording on my
Damn.
MacBook camera just
Uh-huh.
to get some footage. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna milk this situation if I'm having a shit time.
Yeah.
Start filming it, and I was like, okay, I need to go back there. I need to find out what happened. I need to find this shit. And I have to write down the bus route and shit to get to this place. Get off this bus, this place, whatever. Have a piece of paper from my notebook and go on my way, hanging out my ass. Finally get there after 45 minutes, and I say to them oh, I've lost my stuff here. Please, can you check the lockers? And they're like, okay, we will go check for you. They take 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh,
Mad
this
sauce.
is long. I'm like, this is too long. They come back and they're like, no, nothing. And I'm like,
So what were you spending that 20 minutes for?
I was like, oh my god, like they barely spoke English, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play like the guilt trip card. I'm gonna like make myself look fucking sad. I was like, I got no money, like I got no phone by myself. They're like, okay, you go to the other entrance and ask over there, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She was like, they will find it better, and I was like,
Right, okay.
thanks. I was like,
You
thanks.
definitely went round the back and just had a fag
literally.
and then just came back.
So I went to the other entrance, asked them, and they went to search it for ages. At this point, I was honestly wanted to kill myself. It was ropes for me. I was like, my life is over. And they come back after like 20 minutes, and they're like, no, I haven't found it. And I'm like, please. I'm like, please, can I just come with you and search it? Because they weren't letting me go with them.
Yeah.
And they let me go with them, and it was in one of the fucking lockers.
No way.
And I was like, you guys went out 2
Wow.
times for 20 minutes, and you couldn't find my phone, my camera, and wallet.
So it was all just sat in an open locker.
So basically, there was 2 lockers, one downstairs where you get changed, and then one just right next to the pool.
Yeah.
So I'd obviously like taken my stuff up to the pool and being like, I can't actually get in the pool with it. So I put it in one of these little lockers, and you have like a little wrist
Yeah.
tapper thing to tap it.
Yeah.
And I'd obviously somehow stumbled down to the lockers, got changed, and just not got my stuff from the upstairs locker.
Yeah.
So it was all there. But then the weird thing is, I don't know if I actually did lose my wallet. Maybe it was just my phone and my thing, because on my app it said I had a payment at like 4 a.m. and then another one at like 6:30 a.m.
But if it was in the locker,
At
then
like
you should have never
different
had them.
locations at like a bar and somewhere else.
Okay, so maybe your wallet did get nabbed at the other 2. There
Well, no, I did. Sorry, so I must have had my wallet or just had one of the cards, right?
Yeah.
Because I did have that card eventually. I got it back.
Yeah.
So I'd obviously used it somehow, and I'd gone somewhere at 4 a.m. and gone somewhere at 6 a.m. and they were like different places in the city. No idea where I
Wow.
went. I had like mud all over my shorts as well, so I'd
Yeah.
obviously like taken a few stumbles. Somehow, this is the confusing. Somehow got back to my Airbnb without knowing the address.
Yeah, that's
I had
wild.
no idea of the address. It was like half an hour away. Like, there's no way I would have been able to point it out or even say the street name. And then
Shit.
yeah, that's basically it. And
That's
kinda
scary.
and basically,
Fuck. Yeah.
So I met people at the party as well, and they followed me, but I didn't have my phone on me. It was in my locker, so I didn't follow them back. And when I went to check the next morning, my notifications had just gone so far down that I couldn't see their follow. I couldn't see that time range.
Oh, they'd follow.
And I
Oh,
put-
you mean followed as in on social media?
they probably-
I thought you meant like in person. I was
no.
like,
So
what do you
they
mean
probably
followed
still
you?
follow me. Because they followed me back then, and I put a story up the next day saying, whoever was at that party last night who followed me, please DM me, I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
And got nothing.
Oh man, trying to put together the pieces.
And I don't know what happened to me, man.
Because
don't know how
I
got
saw
home,
the video that I saw that I wanted to ask you about was
Yeah.
that you were in Dubai, and I think you were doing the cheapest Airbnb versus the most expensive one, and the cheapest one you went to was
Oh
genuinely
my God.
so sketchy.
Oh my
Can you
God.
like explain a little bit about that? What?
So yeah, I like nabbed, what is it? What's the channel that does like the £1 versus £1,000?
Everyone
Like,
busting
everyone
knows now, bro.
does it now.
Everyone does
Everyone
that
does,
now.
yeah. So I did £10 versus £1,000 Airbnb in Dubai, and I found a £10 Airbnb. It was like a private room, obviously in an apartment.
Is it a room in an apartment? So not even the whole thing to yourself. It was a room.
It was a room. It
Well, it was a cage, bro.
Wasn't a
It-
room.
yeah.
It was a cupboard.
It was a
honestly.
pantry.
And like this part of Dubai, no one goes to and no one shows at all. Like it is. Like, I felt like I was in Mumbai.
Yeah.
People walking around in sandals, like everywhere, cycling in sandals. Like it's a completely different people, like shops, everything. It is not. If you took a picture and then put Dubai, people would be like, that's not Dubai.
Really?
Like no one would recognize it at all.